there, Chelsea here, MonarchAlley. I'm a vintage lover, thrifter, and part-time reseller, and today I have a what sold update video for you. I've started a new series where I'm tracking the profits from a Facebook Marketplace local sale. The person bought a teddy bear from me, gave me $20 cash, and now I'm seeing how far that $20 can go. I am excited to say that I am already seeing some huge profits, and I cannot wait to share where we're at so far with what has sold. I have to tell you, I'm going to kick this off with a great sale, and I'm going to end this video with a great sale, so you definitely want to watch the whole thing. In case you haven't seen the haul video, I started this off with a thrift haul where I went to a local church sale where everything was priced for $1. So that is definitely helping me to lower my cost of goods compared to thrift store prices and increase my profits. After posting my thrift haul video, it took me about a week to get everything photographed and listed, and that's why I'm doing this update about 2 months later to give everything some time to be listed and get sold. But a lot of things sold really quickly. If you haven't seen that haul, I highly recommend it because I have some serious gems in there. Couldn't believe it. So let's get started. My first epic sale that I'm so excited to report back to you is this Chicago Bulls t-shirt. This t-shirt was a vintage t-shirt from 1996. It was a men's 3X, and I listed this for $75 on all the platforms. I actually cross-list using a service called List Perfectly. I highly recommend it, and I have a discount code in the description below if you are interested in cross-listing to multiple platforms. So I listed this on Poshmark, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and Mercari, and guess where it sold? This shirt sold on Mercari for $65. That was an offer that I received from someone that was watching this item, and I really received it, I think, within a day or two of even having the shirt listed. So I honestly was so excited, my mind was blown, that I was able to turn $1 into $65. After Mercari fees, I make $56.31. Vintage graphic t-shirts are so hot right now. They're really popular, especially sports memorabilia. Certain teams like the Chicago Bulls, which were huge in the 90s when the shirt was created. That stuff is just apparently timeless and everyone's looking for it. So be on the lookout for pop culture references like rock tees or sports memorabilia for teams that were hot in the 90s because that stuff is selling really well. It's kind of funny too because I actually posted this Chicago Bulls t-shirt on my Instagram page and someone hit me up and said that they were interested in it. I offered to send it to them for $45 shipped and they said yes but never followed through. So I ended up listing it for $75 and it sold for $65 on Mercari. The next item that sold actually went to a friend, that's Jen at Thrift Generation. She liked these Friends sweatpants that I showed off in the haul. After washing them, I noticed they had a couple other flaws like some paint splatters and maybe even like a hole or something. I wasn't super loving the condition of these pants, so she said she still wanted them. I sent them for $10 shipped over to Jen. I was excited that someone was going to get good use out of them, but I didn't want to take advantage of her kindness. So Jen, I hope you're loving those sweatpants, and I really appreciate your support. I have some Bantees coming up that sold really quickly as well. Guys, I wish I could find cool t-shirts like this more often. When I go to the thrift shops, all I see are like local high school football team shirts and stuff like that. Give me some advice. How do you find these types of things? For me, apparently a church sale is the way to go, but I don't have those very often. So maybe garage sales will be the ticket, or I don't know what to do. So drop a comment below and let me know if you are a graphic tee seller, where do you find the good stuff? So anyway, I found this Queen t-shirt, again, got it for $1. It sold for $20, my full asking price on eBay, and my earnings were about $17 after that sale. I was really surprised that it sold as quickly as it did and that it sold for full asking price, especially because I looked at the comps and I swear people were selling these shirts for like $15. They weren't vintage or anything, but maybe it was the size, maybe it was the style, or just my pictures, I don't know. Next, I sold some Metallica Bantees. This was a pretty cool sale and actually a surprising one too because they sold together as a bundle that I had to create on Mercari. I did already talk about this in one of my previous What Sold videos, so sorry if you're hearing about it twice, but I'm just going to quickly share how I made the sale and this bundle happen on Mercari. The reason the sale is surprising to me is because the t-shirts are both Metallica, but they are 2 different sizes. Maybe the buyer's just a huge Metallica fan, is collecting t-shirts, or maybe they're going to do a DIY craft and bleach them out. I don't know, but the person reached out to me and said, hey, I'm actually interested in both of these shirts for $35. Would you do that? And I said, absolutely, I would. That's an Office reference. If you're not an Office fan, sorry. So the thing about Mercari is that buyers cannot really create a bundle. They kind of just have to like several items and send you a message about all the items that they like and that they want a bundle of. So for me, what I ended up doing was create a new listing for that buyer. I marked it as reserved and I put a picture of each t-shirt, and then I priced it at the price that the buyer requested of $35. They ended up buying it right away. And another benefit of doing it this way is that you can save yourself some shipping supplies and you can save the buyer some shipping cost. So after Mercari's fees, I made $30.18 off these 2 t-shirts that I got for $1 each. Oh, I'm so excited. Y'all, I really wish I could get this type of pricing more frequently. My thrift stores do not do dollar day. The best they have is the like half off color of the week, which is helpful, but you know, getting everything for $1, this is like blowing my mind right now. I have another Mercari sale, and I have to say Mercari's kind of been rocking my world ever since Poshmark did, you know, the crazy stuff that they did with their algorithm and messed up a lot of people's sales and apparently made it difficult for buyers to even find items on the platform. Mercari is pulling through, and I've made a lot of sales on Mercari, so if you don't list there, I recommend it. I love listing there. I do have a sign up link below where you get some shopping credit. I use this perfectly to easily cross-list my items over to Mercari as well. Anyway, this Mercari sale was for the purple Athleta leggings. They were called the Sun Salutation 7/8 crop legging or something like that. When I went to list them, I did notice that they too had a little bit of paint splatter. Not significant, but enough that I definitely wanted to include it in the listing. So I put pictures and all of that. I had a buyer reach out about how obvious the paint splatter was and a couple other questions, which ultimately ended with them asking if I would do $22 with free shipping. I decided that due to the low cost of goods and because this item did have some flaws, I was comfortable with sending them out for $22 with free shipping. So after Mercari fees and after the shipping cost, I make $15 on these leggings. I will say I did get a comment about those leggings on the thrift haul video from Kay at Passports and Pizza Pies, giving the advice that those leggings are a little popular, like sought after. So I did look up comps and make sure to list them in a proper range given their flaws. So maybe that's something you look out for if you are thrifting. This next sale was a pair of Miss Me shorts that I think I got for $4. This was one of the 2 items that wasn't from the dollar sale, but included in that $20 thrift haul. So I sold these Miss Me shorts for $25 on Facebook Marketplace. The buyer did pay for shipping, and after Facebook Marketplace fees, I made $23.25. I don't get Miss Me a lot because it is often priced up, but it is a great brand to pick up. It does sell quickly. And that's why I'm not at all surprised that it revived my Facebook Marketplace store, because I think maybe the 1 or 2 other times that I've sold this brand, it sold on Facebook Marketplace really quickly. So I don't know, their buyers are on Facebook or something. Let me know if you sell this brand and if that's a trend that you've seen. I definitely want to pick it up more. It's just, like I said, often priced up and kind of hard to find in my area. One thing to look out for though is to make sure that if there's any kind of like beading or sequins or bedazzling on the back, that all the rhinestones and pieces are there, that it's not missing anything. That is a flaw that can easily be overlooked because these jeans usually have just a lot going on, but buyers would be really disappointed if they get them not realizing that a piece was missing. And as promised, I'm going to finish this what sold video with another epic sale from that thrift haul. After I share the sale, I'm going to go over my totals, which is surprisingly large for only spending $20, and then share the next steps for the series and what you can expect. So I hope that you are subscribed and you're following along, because I think it's really exciting to see how far $20 can go in building up your own business and launching a reselling career. All right. So my final epic sale was a pair of vintage Levi's. If you remember in the video, I was really excited to pick these up. They were made in USA, vintage Levi's. I didn't recognize the style number, but I could just tell by looking at them, they had the kind of 90s vintage mom jean vibes that people are really into right now. As I looked them up, I didn't see a lot in this particular style code, and so I wasn't exactly sure how to price these. However, I did see one pair listed on Etsy for like $140. Yes, $140. So I decided to go ahead and list pretty high. I listed these at $125 and then plan to make some aggressive offers because I don't really know if that $140 price was like a legit price or not. So I didn't want to have these jeans sitting around for years being priced over $100 if someone really only wanted to pay $40 on them. So another cool thing about Mercari is that you can set an item to smart pricing, which means that Mercari will price drop it every few days until it meets like kind of that minimum that you would place it at. So I did price these at $125 and then did go ahead and set up the smart pricing to go down to about like $112 or maybe even $100. I know a lot of sellers have had success using smart pricing. I use it about 50% of the time because what I like to do, honestly, is just send my own offers to the watchers or promote it on my own and reduce the price on my own. I'm kind of a control freak in that way, but on certain items, it's just interesting to see what the smart pricing will do. And I do notice that every time there's a price drop, I usually get new likers on items. So the day that I sold these, I think it had recently price dropped to the lowest amount and I got a liker. So I knew at this point that they weren't going to drop anymore. I gave it a day or so and then I sent what I consider a pretty aggressive offer to all the watchers of these jeans. I sent an $80 offer to everyone who had liked these jeans. Remember, they were originally priced at $125, so that's a pretty good deal as long as the value is there. Well, some buyer did think that the value was there because they accepted my $80 offer, and after Mercari fees, I made $69 on these jeans. I really was blissed out when these jeans sold. I can't believe that the comp was real and that I went with my gut and I went for it and I priced it at that price and it worked out. You know, I'm kind of wondering if I could have sold them for over $100, but I am so thrilled at that $80 price point. I don't know what made these so special. They do have the orange tab and that could be part of it, but I have other orange tab jeans just like sitting. So you tell me if you've ever sold these, what you know about them. But yeah, I was so excited and grateful, and it's really kind of boosting up my totals here for this video. So at this point, I have turned my $20 earnings from a Facebook local sale into $257 in sales, and not quite everything has sold yet. After platform fees, I make $220.84, and after the cost of goods that have sold in this haul, I make $210.84. I have 8 items left to sell, and you know what, guys? I just realized that I haven't listed 2 of them, so I guess I better get on that if I want this video to really go far. But yeah, I'm feeling really good about turning this $220 into, let's get to 1,000, see what happens. So what happens next? Well, if you watch that original thrift haul, which I highly recommend, I laid it out that I would do a thrift haul, this what sold video, and then do another thrift trip with the earnings. Well, $220, I mean, it's a happy problem, but that's a lot of money to spend in one trip, especially me being a part-time reseller. So I've already spent $50. So I guess that leaves me with $170 left to spend. I'm going to go ahead and put out the $50 thrift haul this week and continue to track all of these items that are part of this series and see how quickly we can get to $1,000 or beyond. I really appreciate you all watching, and I do hope you follow along with this series and be reminded that anyone can do this even with a low starting cost. So with that being said, I will see you later this week in the thrift haul, and until then, bye.